The TA asked me if I'd help her build a cornice. The TA is my task assigner, so I said, "Sure, hon. What's a cornice?" She said, "It's a thing that we're going to build that will cover this west window in the bathroom because it gets so bright and hot in the afternoons. It's actually for a friend. It's easy, just some wood and fabric and stuff." Alrighty then, let's get some measurements and make a plan. I've drawn out what I want to do on my tablet, which I like using better than paper because when it comes to erasing stuff, paper leaves a mark, but with the tablet I can just hit undo and start over. This is going to be a little different for everyone, but the main thing I wanted to point out for this video is the side-to-side measurements. I wanted to go at least 2 inches past the opening on the left and right in order to avoid the corner bead. That's a strip of metal with a bit of joint compound on it, and then they paint over the top. If you start drilling holes in it, putting screws or a nail in it, then it will have a tendency to start breaking off in chunks, and then you have an unscheduled repair to deal with, and who wants that? For this project, I have packages of D-hooks, corner braces, and mending plates. I picked them up at Homer's place, but if you're interested in all of the tools and gear used for this project, I'm including links in the video description for your convenience. Much of this stuff is also available at the Big River Delivery Company, also known as Amazon. If you aren't already accustomed to Homer's wood, be aware that you'll need to sort through the stack to make sure it isn't warped. Use the old carpenter's trick of looking down the long end of the wood. The TA and I had to sort through the wood by hand and get picky to find the 2 straight ones we needed. Another thing you might not be accustomed to, while these boards are advertised at 6 feet by 1 inch by 8 inch, that's more like just an approximation. The boards are actually 6 feet long, but only 3/4 of an inch thick and 7 3/8 of an inch wide. Now I'm going to measure my wood and mark the long boards and the short boards, then step into my woodworking shop, also known affectionately as the backyard, to make some miter cuts. Now, you don't need to have a fancy miter saw to do this. I bought this one because I got tired of my old cheapie, but if you want, you could do this with a handsaw. I just saw this Cadillac on sale and did what tool hoarders do. I brought it home.
It's a beaut, Clark, it's a beaut.
Now I'm going to measure out where the mending straps are going to join the 2 long boards together. There will be 2 straps per side. Pre-drill, then install the screws. If you use an impact driver, stop short and then do the final tightening with a hand screwdriver, since this wood is very soft and you don't want to strip it out and have to start all over again. Now we've installed the corner pieces using corner braces on the inside and mending straps on the outside. The TA has arrived in the man cave with the quilt batting, so we will trim it to fit and then staple it to the boards. If you're getting something out of this video, please give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you don't miss future updates. These simple things help me out here on YouTube and make it possible to produce future content like this. Now we've installed a recessed board and placed the D-hooks. Make sure the measurement from the top of the cornice to each D-hook is equal on both sides of the cornice to make it easier to install on the window later so it will be level. We've stapled the long edges and clamps make it easier to hold the corners so you can fold and staple them. Okay, now we have finished. We've folded this over, added the staples, and then to get the D-hook out, you merely cut a slit right here and let the D-hook pop out. Same thing over here. Staples are completed, and a slit cut for the D-hook so it can be mounted on the wall. The project is completed. Let's see how it turned out. And here it is. Our friend said it was easy to install and provided the ambiance they were looking for. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of my efforts. Feel free to join me. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other ones.